Yeah, I mean, we gave up 2 runs. That means we pitched really well. We didn't create much offense. It felt like there was a lot of offense there. There was walks there, but then we had 4 hits, so I guess we had 9 at bats with runners in scoring position, and just weren't able to come through.
Situation, I think it was the 6 bases loaded, and he goes 3-0 count. He doesn't challenge the pitches. Probably the ball according to the system. Like, is that something you talked to him about later? Is it?
I'm sure Nico's looked at it and wishes he would have challenged.
It's just like it's one of those things that like go up to into that situation thinking like I challenge anything close, or is that a dangerous way to go about it?
I mean, I think you can go up there trying to get a good pitch to hit, and in the background is the rest. Yeah. There's a lot going on when you're in the batter's box. And I mean, I think, look, when you come back to the dugout and you look at the strike zone and you see it's a ball, you're kicking yourself.
Colin, today, your shot usually started the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible how he started the game. Not generally how he goes about it, but he had them kind of off balance and looked like they were maybe looking for something he wasn't throwing. And he was locating the ball really well, I thought. And it's one swing. Pulled the changeup to McMahon, base hit, and then left the fastball over the plate to Caballero. And but in the end, we gave up 2, and we just, like I said, we had opportunities. Just couldn't get we needed the next hit.
Talked about Pete's involvement, especially with gaining walks and being on base more than today. That first walk. What do you think of his appearances with 3 walks?
Well, yeah, I mean, the first at bat is great. I mean, you throw a 10-pitch walk on the starter for a game, and almost like you've taken an inning away from him. You've kind of reduced the threat of 7 innings or something, like, really. We had excellent at bats today. Swung at the right pitches and took the right ones.
How does somebody change their approach, or I guess hone their approach for what he has, to go from what he was before to now, a guy who can take 3 walks in a game and put together those kind of bats? How do you do that so quickly? How does he do that?
He's an incredible baseball player and athlete. Flat out. Hasn't been done in 75 years. So that's an incredible athlete. It's a good baseball player. It's a young man getting better at the game.
Playing a couple runs in the board, and there's also the week that the game where you get 5 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's just the way it is. Started off the game. We started off the game well. I felt like my command was probably the best it's been this year with the fastball, especially. So we were kind of sticking to that, and just fell behind 1-0 to Caballero, and kind of just threw a fastball middle up, and he put a good swing on it, and that was kind of the game right there. I mean, at the time you don't really feel like, you try and keep it at that, the 2 runs, and see what happens. But unfortunately, that was the game.
You set up 7 left-handed hitters against you today. What was the game planning like, knowing that was what you're facing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of been the story of the years, is teams stacking left-handers, and so it's been a good learning experience for me, and just trying to figure out what works best, and trying to figure out what they're trying to do, and then for me it always comes down to just execution. If it's right-hander or left-hander, it's trying to execute each pitch, and especially like today with the fastball, if I can execute that up and down and both sides of the plate, we're going to be in a good spot.
The trade deadline is about 24 hours and 35 minutes away right now. How does the clubhouse view that? View it as an opportunity for more reinforcements, or is it just let's just get it over with and know who we're going to be playing with the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't spent too much time thinking about it, or me personally. I think we're so focused on the day-to-day and trying to win each game. It's not like we have, a day off to think about it. It's, even tonight it's thinking about the Dodgers coming in here tomorrow. So I think that's where we're at, and the other stuff, more front office and stuff. So.
Tell him with that first at bat, the 3 walks on the day. What can you say just about your approach and your goal with the plate right now?
My goal at the plate is the same every day, so I don't know. Good day of at bats. Tough day to put up 1 run, The whole pitching staff kind of came out today and shoved, so. Yeah, I feel good about my bats, but still, a little bit of a lack of production, I guess. Overall, we had some really good innings and came up a little short, but no, today's like a day where critical me would just be thinking about putting balls in play instead of just walking and being on second base. Right? So I don't know, I'm just slightly bummed with the runs that we put up today, just because our guys went out there and threw the hell out of the ball the last 2 days, but today specifically.
Pete, how do you look at the trade deadline as an opportunity to kind of build on an already really strong unit, or what's your view on it?
Well, yeah, I believe that we have one of the best offenses in baseball, and again, I think there's been so much criticism on the pitching staff, who's really managed to throw a lot of really good games for us. There's a lot of criticism when we weren't really putting up runs and we weren't really winning games, and I think we've still put ourselves in a position to go get some pieces that would only end up helping this squad. I think we're already in really good shape in terms of who we have and the type of people that we have, the type of competitors. So like I said before, I think the first time we talked about this, I think any addition would be that. It would be great, and we'll see what happens, but we still got to go play ball, so whatever happens.
Do you just put this series behind and think forward what you have coming up in the next few days, too, with the Dodgers?
Yeah, that's how you always operate. Can't do anything about any of the last few games we played, so any time that a team comes in here, anytime we got to get on a plane and go play somebody else, we're always thinking about that next game. So again, there's a lot of good in this series, really. Even today, traffic on the bases. C-Ray held him to 2 runs, and then the bullpen came in and shut him down for felt like 7 innings. So we're always looking forward to the next team.
What was your reaction to the Dodgers getting schooled?
I didn't have a reaction. Has nothing to do with me. So it'll be fun to face him. I'm sure he's probably slated to start one of these games. So yeah, it'll be fun to face him. I haven't gotten to face him since last year, and big fan of his as a person and as a competitor as well. So